on for in Hi, my name is Carla de Guzman. I'm a romance writer from the Philippines, and Flipping the Script is coming out in 2 days. So in case you haven't heard, Romance Class Flicker is a line of YA books written by Filipino authors of Filipino characters. And the second book in the Flicker line, called Flipping the Script, is coming out. I actually had a chance to read an advance copy of the book. This is the copy that I got. I got it as a patron of Romance Class on Patreon. I've said it on Twitter before, but so at the time that I read this, it was so new. The cover wasn't even shot yet. There wasn't a cover reveal or anything. You can see a little behind the scenes that I took of the cover shoot for this exact book. So it was a fun day. We were just shooting, having fun, and seeing the models that we hired, taking on the roles of Pabs and Miri was super fun. And I think Danice had a lot of fun too. Being on Patreon with Romance Class is like the gift that keeps on giving. We get a free book every month. And this ARC was the free book that we got for December, I think. December of last year. And Flipping the Script was actually the very first book I read for 2019. So I remember sitting on a train in Japan, reading through this book and having so much fun with it. And I thought I would talk about it on video just in time for the book's release. The first time I read Danice's work was in the Start Here anthology, which I mentioned in some of my favorite reads for 2018. If you watch that video, at some point I talk about the short story called Shipping Included. And Danice was the one who wrote it. I thought her writing was witty. It was super funny. The whole time I was giggling because it was such a killing short story. And when I heard that the next Flicker book was going to be by her, I was super excited. So I got the ARC and I read it on the first few days of January, and I was not disappointed. So Flipping the Script is about Pabs and Miri. Miri is a girl who got accepted into an internship program at a once very famous movie studio. The reason why she got into films in the first place was because her grandfather was a very successful movie director himself. So Miri's grandfather was super successful, but she was told at a very young age that the reason why her grandfather stopped shooting movies was because of the San Telmo family. The owner of San Telmo Pictures told her grandfather to quit. There was a big falling out. Years later, Miri has this kind of grudge against the family. And ironically enough, she gets into the internship at San Telmo Pictures and starts to work with Pabs. Pabs is like the direct descendant of the former owner of San Telmo Pictures. Like most leading guys, he's set to inherit everything. And even at a very early age, he's being asked to work on job orders and things like that by his evil uncle. And it's set during their internship in the summer with San Telmo. And the plot is very similar to Alex Approximately, which I started reading and then I put down because I did not enjoy it. But Flipping the Script, I could not put down. I loved it. I loved reading about these two characters. I loved the way they interacted with each other. I especially love the characters of Pabs and Miri. I thought they were like a match made in heaven. They were a match made in YA heaven. I liked that Miri is very determined and Pabs is also determined, but in a very different way. I like that Miri will always do everything in her power to get what she wants, and she never takes no for an answer. But even if people are trying to block her way, she's still trying to find a way to get what she needs. And Pabs is kind of the same, but he has a different approach to things because he's a little more jaded. He's a little more serious in that way, which I like. I like serious guys, even in YA books like this. And I don't read YA a lot, but still, I'm really enjoying the Flicker books so far. Like, Heartstruck was very good. Heartstruck was the first book in the Romance Class Flicker line. Now, Flipping the Script. So far, one of my favorite reads for this year. It's very reminiscent of Japanese manga, which I enjoy a lot. So, and for me, despite that, Flipping the Script is still very much a Filipino story. The way Danice writes is very entertaining and really funny. She writes exactly like she's narrating someone's life. Her characters sound like me. Her characters sound like my friends. The situations that the internship group finds themselves in I could see it happening in the Philippines with, with movies like the one they worked on. The drama between the families is classic Pinoy movie style, which I think shows you that Danice really knows this world. I don't know a lot about Philippine cinema. Growing up, I didn't watch these movies, mostly because, so many kids, very little time. But I could, just from reading the text, I could tell that there was a lot I was missing because I didn't know about these inside jokes in Philippine cinema. But that, I don't think that took away from my enjoyment of flipping the script. I haven't seen Magic Temple. And I know it's weird. My friends have told me that it's weird that I haven't seen Magic Temple, but it wasn't my thing when I was a kid. And when seeing Pabs and Miri and their friends interacting in this universe, I still got it, but I feel like I should get it more. And again, it didn't take away from how much I like this book. I love spicy drama like that. I love rivalry. It was very exciting, and it had a lot of emotion around it, but still it wasn't too heavy, which is what I like in my YA books. Not that I read a lot of YA, but still, flipping the script was a joy to read, and I'm so excited for everyone to read it too. So it's available on Amazon right now, I think for 99 cents. So I would highly recommend getting a copy. Danice is a great writer. I am so glad she came out with this book, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to more books from her. So if you have a chance, be sure to pick it up. So if you want to follow Danice on her adventures and find out if she's writing another book, go ahead and follow her on her social media things, which should be on this little corner over here. And as for me, I write romance, but not the way she does. But if you're interested in my books, you can find me on Amazon and Smashwords as Carla de Guzman. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Carla K. de Guzman. And I post videos every Wednesday. This is just a quick little video to tell Danice and the rest of the Flickr team how much I love this new book. And I can't wait to read the actual release. I am planning on rereading it again. I can't wait to read the actual release of the book. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye!